So here's a slightly tricky question if you're not familiar with questions of this form. So it says, what is the smallest, or it asks rather, what is the smallest number that can be divided by 7 and 13 without a remainder? So let's break this down. It says the smallest number. So I'm just going to say, well, smallest is the same thing as lowest. Okay? And we're saying what's the smallest number that can be divided by both 7 and 13. That means that number can be divided by both 7 and 13 without a remainder. So this brings us to the next thing, which is the concept of a multiple. Now, if, for instance, let's use 7 and 13. Now, what are multiples of 7? Well, we have 7, which is 7 times 1. We have 14. We have 7 times 3, which is 21, and so on. For 13, multiples of 13 are 13, 26, 39, and so on. The key thing you need to note about multiples is that a multiple of 7 divided by 7 gives no remainder. For instance, what's 21 divided by 7? That's 3. What is 14 divided by 7? 2. 7 divided by 7, 1. The key thing you notice is there's no remainder. The same thing here. Look at the multiples of 13. Divide 13 by 13. You get 1. There's no remainder. What's 26 divided by 13? It's simply 2. Again, no remainder. 39 divided by 13 is 3. There's no remainder. So what I need you to take away is that when you divide, so if you have a number, if you divide a multiple of that number by the number, there will be no remainder. So if you divide a multiple of 7 by 7, you get no remainder. So it's asking us for the smallest number that can be divided by 7 and 13 without a remainder. That means you're asking for a multiple of 7 and a multiple of 13. But they must be common. So the multiple must be common to both 7 and 13. So I'm going to write the word common, because we're looking for a multiple of 7 that's also a multiple of 13. So a common multiple, and of course multiple. So I mean, if you just look at the words in red, you can see lowest common multiple, which is the same thing as LCM. So anytime you see a question of this form where it says what is the smallest number that can be divided by two or more numbers without a remainder, what you're looking for is the LCM. So in this case, all we're looking for is the LCM of 7 and 13. 7 and 13 are prime numbers. And as you know, if you're looking for the LCM of prime numbers, all you have to do is multiply the prime numbers by themselves. So the LCM of 7 and 13 is 7 times 13, which is 91. So this question is very easy and can be solved quickly.